We are now in the northern city of Aleppo. This is the ancient part of the city. To my right is Bab al-Nasr, or the Gate of Victory, one of the 9 gates of the ancient city of Aleppo. This gate was built in 1212 and became the most important northern gate of the old city of Aleppo. During the Syrian war, this area has sustained great damage due to the war that was raging here. And when the war was over, people have returned to try to fix their shops and their areas, and also this historic site. When they were discovering the damage, when they were trying to assess the damage to fix it, they have came to realize that they have uncovered an undiscovered part of the ancient gate. As we're moving closer, we're going to enter the old gate of Victory, or Bab al-Nasr, and we're going to meet the people who are working to repair this ancient site and see what they have discovered during their work. This is the gate of Victory in ancient Aleppo city. Here's Mr. Ala al-Sayyid. He's a lawyer, and he's also interested in historic studies. 7 months ago, he said he came here and he and his friends, they formed something called the Friends of Bab al-Nasr, which basically is interested in the restoration process of this ancient site, in cooperation, of course, with the officials from the antiques and museums here in Aleppo. When they started their work here, some work has been done over the past 100 years. Some painting to the old walls, and also on the ground. When the war was raging here, this new structure started to fall apart and reveal the ancient structure of this site.
لما بدينا نزيل الطبقات حوالي 40 سم فوق الارض ظهرت معنا الارضيه الاثريه اللي عمرها 100 سنه.
They have started to remove layers that, as we have mentioned, been added over the past 100 years. When they removed these layers, the old ground, this stone ground in this site was revealed for the first time in 100 years. يعني المرة الأولى من 100 سنة هي الأرض بينت.
عمرها الأرض حوالي 800 سنة.
بس من 100 سنة كانت في مغطاية. Okay. So this 800 years old site was covered, of course, with layers on the ground and also on the walls, covering its ancient structure. But now everything has been revealed, as we have mentioned, because when the war and the battles here, the new additions started to fall apart, revealing the old structure.
في أجزاء من الأرضية كانت مفقودة بسبب الزمان، فرجعنا نحن عدنا بنفس طريقة البناء القديمة نفسها، جبنا ذات الأحجار القديمة، استعنا بمناطق البلدية جابت لنا أحجار قديمة، ورجعنا كملنا الأجزاء المفقودة، يعني هالجزء أثري، هالجزء جديد. بس بذات الطريقة تماما.
Okay, so when they started to work on this ground, they have discovered that there were some missing stones here. So in their restoration process, they have imitated the old design and structure. So this area here this stone is ancient. This one is from the original structure, and here is the new addition during the restoration process. شو في كمان استاذ الشيء؟
عفوا، مواد التبني اللي استعملناها هي نفسها تماما دون اي مواد حديثه، يعني هذا مبني بالاساس عن طريق الطين، دون تراب مجبور بالماء، دون اي اسمنت، قعدنا بنفس الطريقه التقليديه.
They have imitated the ancient building method using mud and the old stone.
صارت معنا هي الفتحه الغريبه.
Okay, here at the front gate, he said that they have discovered this weird hole in the
كانت
ground.
مغطاة هي ببلاطة حجرية. الفتحة كتير شكلها غريب لأنه هي خماسية الأضلاع وعميقة، حفرناها تنتهي بمكان مغلق. الشيء الغريب اللي فيها انه عادة بتكون الفتحات او مربعة او دائرية. هالشكل هذا اللي هو شكل خماسي، شكل غريب غير معهود. الحقيقة من لحد هلا ما قدرنا نلاقي تفسيره، بس رغم انه استعنا بعلماء آثار بالموضوع.
Okay, this hole they have discovered for the first time. هلا هي ما كانت من قبل، ما كانت تدش فينا. This is a new discovery. This hole has been closed for 800 years. This is a new discovery. He said that they were amazed by the shape of it because they didn't know what was it built for, and they still in surprise about the shape of this hole and its original purpose. It's still unknown why this hole is here in this ground. They have dug and they reached a dead end, but they don't know why was it built.
شفنا هالفتحة هي.
They have also discovered this hole over there.
وهي عمقها حوالي 4 أمتار.
It's a 4 meters depth.
وهي من أساس المبنى.
This is from the original structure.
وتبين انه هي كانت طريقه مشان يحطوا خشبه هون ويدعموا فيها الباب، تنسحب هي وقت بصير هجوم على الباب، بتسكر الباب بتنسحب، بتصير مثل دربيس وراء الباب مشان تدعم انه ما ينفتح الباب.
Okay, so as he mentioned, this hole is also a new discovery. It turned out that it was used to lock the gate. They would use a long wooden bar to lock this gate. في إلى مقابل بهذاك الطرف الثاني. So they would put the wooden bar here and they would slide it to lock the gate. And here behind this.
تدخل بهالفتحة هاي. تدخل هون. وبحيث تثبت من الأول للأخير.
So this is the other end. This is where the bar enters and the door is locked. هذا أثري.
هذا اوريجينال اثري، وحتى القفل تبعه مثل ما انت شايف قفل فريد من نوعه واثري.
The gate is also an ancient, a historic gate, and the locker is the original one used to also to lock the gate. It weighs more than 7 tons.
حديد مصفح وخشب.
It was built from metal and wood.
هلا هون كان سابقا في باب ثاني، هون كان محله، بس يبدو انه محترق محروق في فتره زمنيه مجهوله، وترك اثار حريق على السطح على السقف.
هي اثار حريق كمان جديده اكتشفتوها.
نعم، غسلناها، حاولنا احنا ننظفها قدر الامكان. بس ضلت ما نطفت معنا. بس الباب بكامله محروق ومزال.
Okay, in this part also there was a gate here, but it was apparently destroyed at some time during the past 800 years. While they were cleaning the walls and the ceiling over there, they have discovered the marks of burn, which apparently took place at some war or during some war or something. They have tried to clean it, but these the blackened ceiling remained the same. They couldn't change it.
هلا هذا الباب كمان وراه فتحه، حاولنا احنا نقلد الفتره القديمه، اذا شفت دخلها يعني كمان كانت مشان تحمي هذا الباب.
Also this was like a locker system for the door. It's similar to the one at the front gate. This stones were apparently moved here. هلا هن نقلوه
لما عمروا هون كان في عاده انه تستفيد من الحجاره القديمه، تجيب حجاره ضخمه قديمه وترجع تعمر فيها.
So when this place was built, the old people they had a trend of making use of old stones. So apparently they have brought these stones over here to be a part of this wall, but the writings remain, the name of the man and the woman. شو اسم الزلمة؟
اسمه أرطميز روس هيرا.
Artemis, the man's name is Artemis
روس هيرا.
Ros Hira, and the
هي
woman
اسمها جاليه.
Galie. يعني ممكن يكون
هلا
زوجين.
في ممكن يكون زوجين، ممكن عشيقين، ممكن اخ واخته، ما حدا بيعرف ما في.
The story of these people is still unknown, whether they were married, whether they were lovers or brother or sister. No one knows the story of these people whose names was discovered during this restoration process in Bab al-Nasr.
هلا هون في ملاحظ انه هي شكل من اشكال طبعه الايد مع الاصابع، كثير مشابهه لطبعه الايد، لانه كان في اعتقاد قديم بانه يمكن هذا بفترات يعني اللي هلا نحن بنعرفها لما بيساووا اضحيه بيحطوا كف دم على هذا، ممكن يكون هذا شيء اشاره لانه هي مثل بصمته لهذا الرجل اللي
okay. As we can see here, we can see it's like a palm place or a fingerprints here inside. Maybe in the ancient in the ancient times, they used to leave their palm prints on the stones. It's believed that this palm print belongs to one of the two people who were buried, because it's located near the woman's name.
هلا في كان اعتقاد شعبي عند العموم في حلب قديم بانه اللي بيحط اصبعته هون بتكون اصبعته فيها مرض سموه دوحسه تشفى، بيعتقدوا انه هالبقعه مباركه او الحجره مباركه، فاذا حطيت اصبعتك هون واصبعتك فيها مرض تشفى. هذا من الموروثات الشعبيه الموجوده.
وهي قديمه كمان.
قديمه هي من زمان
وهي هذا الهون قديم كمان من الاساس. He said that the ancient people and also the modern ones, they believe that those old stones, if for instance someone suffers from a sickness or something, he would put his fingers inside and he would get cured. This is one of the old beliefs which remained trendy for some time. They believe when they put their hand inside, they could be cured from a certain illness.
هالقسم هذا هو مقام الخضر او مقام مارجورجوس. الخضر اللي هو في اعتقاد انه هو شخص مبارك ولا يموت، هو نفسه مارجورجوس عند الاخوه المسيحيين اللي هو بيقتل التنين وبينقذ البشريه او هيك شيء.
اوكي.
هالمقام مقدس وكان المنطقه كلها يعني تيجي بتزوره بتتبارك فيه. وبنلاحظ هون المسيحيه والاسلام بيشعلوا له الشموع، هي شموع قديمه بيحطوا اقفال عليه. هذا كمان معتقد هون شعبي دائم انه اذا في سيده بدها تحتفظ بعلاقتها بزوجها او هيك شيء بتقفل له، تحط هالقفل هذا.
هذا قديم.
هذا قديم، هذا قفل الباب تبعنا اللي هون.
بحفظ الباب. Okay, so this part here is a holy shrine for an old figure, both in many religions. His name is Marjurjos or Al-Khidr. People come here to seek some blessings, and they would put these lockers to have their wish come true. He said if a woman wants to keep her relationship with her husband, she would wish and lock this, and
maybe
or maybe lovers maybe. في شيء discovery inside؟
لا هذا ما في فاضي، ما في هون
فاضي.
قبر.
ما في قبر.
وكانوا يشعلوا الشموع هون لحتى فتره قريبه.
Okay, so people would light candles here to seek blessing. Okay, so this wall was completely covered, and when the battles raged nearby, the layers that have been formed during the years, they started to crack, and when they cracked, those people, when they came here, they discovered some dust inside, like soft material. Okay. So when they removed all of the dust and the rubble from this place, they have discovered a staircase which was closed for hundreds of years. No one knew about this before. Even in the history books, it wasn't mentioned. So this staircase has appeared as a result of the war. As a result of the battles that raged here, the new layers cracked, and this staircase saw light for the first time in hundreds of years. And again, As he said, this was covered for hundreds of years and it wasn't even mentioned in the history books.
حقيقة كان شعور كثير مميز انك تدخل على محل مغلق من 800 سنة وتكون أول التأكيدين.
He said it's a very a good feeling, distinct feeling to enter a place that has been closed for hundreds of years for the first time. So as we can see, this staircase is the stones are the original ones.
هذا الدرج أكيد عمره من تاريخ عمر الباب يعني عمره 800 سنة.
This staircase has the same age as the gate for 800 years. They believe so. As we're climbing further,
درجاته عالية يعني شيء غريب شلون كان يحسن يطلعوا وينزلوا عليه بسهولة.
we can see it's like high stairs, and it reveals the original architecture of this area. Okay, so now we reached the rooftop. Okay, this was also completely closed, of course.
لما بدينا نحفر من تحت انهارت المساحة هي وقدرنا نوصل لفوق للظهر البرج الدفاعي.
Okay, so when they removed all of the rubble and dust, this staircase was revealed. And also the people who used to get on this rooftop, they used to go from the neighbors. From the neighbors. This is the tower of the gate. This is a defensive tower. It was used in the old times to defend the old city, because as we have mentioned, the Bab al-Nasr, or the Gate of Victory, is one of the 9 gates of old ancient Aleppo, and it was also used as a first defense line to the ancient city. كان في شيء قسم هون ولا هذا هيك؟
لا هون كان في جدار انهار مع انهيار هذا بالنسبة هذا وتبقت هالاجزاء هي.
During the war, there was a wall here, and it fell down. As we can see, the remains are here. هدول الحجار قديمة؟
طبعا هذا مبنى قديم كمان، هذا حد ادنى عمره 200 سنة المبنى وانهار كله بشكل كامل.
As we can see there, we can see also old stones that have fallen down as a result of war. This whole area is very ancient and historic.
إذا الجامعة العثمانية كمان انضربت، بس نشوفها من هون، القلعة ممكن تظهر من هون.
Over there we can see the minaret of a mosque. شو اسمه؟
العثمانية.
العثمانية mosque or Ottoman mosque. And behind it we can take a look. We can see the old citadel of Aleppo, the ancient citadel of Aleppo.
بنحاول نشتغل بأعمال عزل السطح عشان ما يأثر على تسرب المياه على المبنى اللي تحت.
They are trying to build an isolation layer on this rooftop so that no water could leak inside and make more damage to this historic place. حكينا شوي استاذ عن يعني للمستقبل، في رح تشوفوا شيء جديد ممكن يطلع معكم ولا؟
أنا بعتقد كل ما متقدم أكثر عم يطلع معنا شيء أكثر. يعني هالباب يبدو له سر معين، أو هو باب الأسرار أنا كنت أسميه. ما كنت أتوقع أنا كل ما نفتح يعني نرمم منطقة بيظهر لنا أشياء جديدة. أتوقع رح يظهر شيء جديد.
He believes that the more they work on the restoration process, the more new discoveries they will make. He called this gate the Gate of Secrets, because when they would restore a certain part, they would discover something new. يعني بهالمنطقة بالذات صار في اكتشافات تانية غير هاد ولا هون أكثر شيء؟
الحقيقة هلا الشغل يعني الترميمي اللي أدى الاكتشافات هون حاليا. المناطق الثانية لساتها في مرحلة الإعمار، إعادة الإعمار، ما عاد يصير مرحلة بحث أو ترميم بحيث إنه يظهر في اكتشافات. المنطقة هي الأولى بهالمنطقة.
Okay, so the new discoveries were made here are the first during this simple restoration, I would say, of this place. of this ancient part of the city. Okay, so this new discovery here in old Aleppo, the historic sites, this is also the result of war, which devastated this old part. But with the new efforts to restore these places, new discoveries were made, and will be addition to the history books, which made no mention to the things that we have seen downstairs.